going to show you how to make this fun rainbow watercolour cake with rainbow meringue pops. I'm starting by making my meringue pops. Click the link in the top of the screen or in the description box below for the recipe and tutorial. I'm dividing the meringue mixture into bowls and adding a drop of gel food colour to each one, folding it in to make the colours of the rainbow. I fitted a piping bag with a 1M tip and filled half of the bag with white meringue and half with yellow. I'm piping the mixture in a spiral onto a cookie pop on a baking tray lined with parchment paper. Now I'm continuing with the other colours, so I have red, orange, yellow, green, blue and purple. So pretty. After baking them, my rainbow meringue pops look like this. My cake is a giant chocolate cake with vanilla buttercream filling and frosting. I'm layering it and applying a crumb coat, which is a thin layer of frosting to lock in any crumbs that might come off the cake before I apply my final layer of frosting. I'm using my 4-minute buttercream frosting. I'm applying my frosting to the top of my cake with an offset spatula, smoothing it out, and then spreading more frosting onto the sides of the cake, smoothing it with a frosting scraper. Wherever there are any gaps in the frosting, I'm adding a bit more with my offset spatula, and then continuing to smooth it with my scraper. Finally, with the frosting sticking up off the sides of the cake, I'm pulling it into the middle of the top of my cake using my frosting scraper, until the whole cake is smooth. Then I'm chilling it for 30 minutes in the fridge so the frosting sets. I've added a few drops of gel food colour to bowls of frosting, and now I'm adding the colours to the side of my cake one by one. I'm starting with blue, wiping dabs of frosting onto my cake, and then using my frosting scraper to wipe most of it off, leaving a very thin layer on the cake. This makes the frosting on the cake look a bit like an oil painting. I'm continuing with pink and purple and green, and finishing up with yellow and orange. I'm being careful not to spread the yellow or orange into the purple frosting because I don't want them to blend and make brown. Now I'm sticking on a few coloured star sprinkles for fun. I added my colours to the cake while it was raised on a bowl, so I had freedom of movement to get all the way down to the bottom of the cake. Now I'm transferring my cake onto a pretty silver cake board and adding a few final touches of frosting. Okay, time to add the meringue pops. I want them to look like a rainbow, so I'm starting at the end of the rainbow with purple and continuing with the rest of the colours around the cake, pushing each meringue pop in a bit further into the cake than the one before, so that all of the colours are visible in an arc. To get the last two as low as I want them, I'm using scissors to pinch the pop sticks and push them down lower into the cake. I've put white and coloured buttercream into piping bags to add some coloured rosettes. A few rosettes around the sides, and voila! Please subscribe to my channel for new cake decorating tutorials every week, and if you love meringues, check out my other meringue tutorials.